look, Hollywood and leftist politics, they haven't slowed down. They're still coming after men, but the awareness is starting to spread, and more guys are waking up and realizing, fuck this shit. Now it is officially days until we can live in our new villa.
I'm so excited.
So inside this bag, I have the infamous drone that was robbed, confiscated from me by the Madrid police. And after a wild turn of events, we actually got it back. And I'm super excited because this was actually a brand new drone. It's the Air 3 from DJI. Before it, I had this one right here, which is the Air 2S. So I still have it. If you look at the camera on this one though, you'll see it has two separate lenses, whereas this one right here, it only has one lens on it. So what that means is with this drone, I'm able to get wide angle shots, which are dope. That's all the old drone could do, but this one also can do the zoomed in shots with the second lens, which makes it a whole lot more versatile and fun to fly. First thing every morning, of course, is my daily greens plus testosterone support from Gains Club. This is finally coming back in stock on Monday. There was a slight delay, guys, but Monday, I promise, this is back. So for workout number one today, we're gonna be doing something that I've been meaning to work back into my routine lately, which is some boxing or Muay Thai training. I'm not as passionate about it as I used to be when I trained really consistently, but I do think that, like, as men, we need to stay brushed up on our fighting skills just in case some shit happens. Got started with some shadow boxing to warm up, remind myself of the groove. Now we're gonna hit the bag, 3-minute rounds, going 5 rounds. Honestly, bro, I think I need to find a coach to keep me accountable to doing this shit at least once a week. So I'm actually gonna hit up my man Luke Barnett, former MMA legend here, for a recommendation. Quick little post-workout refuel acai bowl that has like peanut butter, bananas, a bunch of different berries in there, and then one of these Barbell's protein shakes. These are probably my favorite ones, aside from Gains Club protein. Like when I'm on the go, these taste really good. Acai bowls are low-key delicious. Like Julia's always dying to get these, and I always turn it down. But now I remember that she's gonna see this and give me shit. But she was right about this one. These are dope. It is just days now, bro. At first it was years, then we were counting in months, then weeks. Now it is officially days until we can live in our new villa.
I'm so excited.
And at the end, bro, everything starts happening so fast. We've been coming by not once a day, probably like twice a day. Last week we showed you they were mounting the metal wall on top. Nothing was painted. Now the bottom is painted, the top's painted. They got to do some touch-ups in the second layer, but shit, they're moving fast. Driveway's finishing up. They're about to pour the concrete in here. The car charger's already in there. If we decide to get an EV next, which we already know what the car we're getting next. We haven't told y'all yet.
So hopefully next week the gardener will come and this will be all grass. This whole area is gonna be for the dogs. They're gonna put plants in. It's gonna be beautiful.
And the huge news is that all of our furniture that was in a storage unit in Houston, Texas for like 2 years, it made a journey across the Atlantic Ocean, and it is now in our new house in Marbella.
And the crazy thing is, the only thing that broke was a candle that melted. Everything else was in pristine condition.
Yeah, that's like the LeBron James of movers. We're the guys that moved it in. And all the workers in our house are like shocked. They're like, wait, why would you move your furniture in while we're still constructing it? The idea is that it applies the maximum pressure for them to finish as fast as possible.
This is weird, like filming in our bedroom. Like, look at this, look at these views.
Look at these trees. Look at this water.
Look at life.
You got nothing to worry about, man. I cannot wait to come out here every morning, get the sun in my eyes, take a look at the mountains over here, maybe do a little manscaping, you know.
You're not manscaping out here.
Julia, I'm gonna manscape wherever the hell I want to manscape, whether that's in the bathroom, whether that's out here. You know why? Because Manscaped's the sponsor of today's video. Straight up, Manscaped has the tools to help you instantly transform into a more attractive man. And it starts with this guy right here, the brand new Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra. I use this twice per week to trim the hair on my chest and abs because if not, The hair actually covers up your muscle definition. This immediately makes you look more jacked. It's got skin-safe technology to get you a close trim without leaving any nicks or ingrown hairs. It's water resistant, that makes it easy to clean. You can use it in the shower. I know a lot of y'all are probably still using the 3.0 or the 4.0. The 5.0 has a massive upgrade to the trimmer blade, and it works so much better than anything on the market. It just cuts through everything so quickly and effectively. I also use this guy, the Manscaped Weed Whacker 2.0, one time per week to trim my nose hairs, because let's face it, if people can see your nose hairs, that's disgusting, bro, and this thing works amazing, just like the lawnmower. And look, because Manscaped is sponsoring today's video, they're hooking us up with a coupon code you can use to get 20% off plus free shipping worldwide. You can use that on either of these tools or their Performance Package 5.0 Ultra. That's gonna come with both of these bundled together for an insane discount. Just click that first link down in description to take your manscaping game to the next level. And now it's time for workout number 2 for the day. We have a full body push workout with the hypertrophy focus in the Beastly app. Getting started with some dumbbell shoulder press. 3 sets of 8 at 38 kilos, which is like 84 pounds. It's gonna be tough. Let's get it. Gains, bro. Workout complete. Big workout today.
Gains, bruh.
Now listen up, because there's something very important that we need to talk about. So you know when someone really badly wants to fight you and they're talking smack and running their mouth and you really don't care, but then they just keep going and going and eventually you have to clap back? I kind of feel like that's what's happened the last 20 years with the feminist movement, because if we go back to like first wave, second wave feminism, let's be honest, they were trying to get the right to vote, the right to go to school and get educated, things that make sense. But the last 20 years, it seems the feminist movement is just about hating men. It seems like every Hollywood movie has replaced the strong male lead with a female lead. The Me Too movement, and I'm not saying there's no validity to it at all, but it seems like it evolved into just like, believe all women and men are inherently bad. It seems the school system buys into this narrative, and it's almost like if you're a straight dude, you're public enemy number 1. And eventually it got to a boiling point and men had to hit back and say, hey, enough is enough, right? And I'd say 2 of the loudest voices in this masculinity movement were Andrew Tate and then Fresh and Fit. And at the beginning of 2 or 3 years ago, when these guys were all becoming super popular, at first I was a bit critical of them, right? I was like, hey man, this seems a bit aggressive. It seems like the message here is a little bit more about hating women and fighting women and putting them down versus what I like to focus on, which is just developing yourself and focusing on growth and trying to be the best man you can be. And I get it. If I'm watching Fresh and Fit and they're dunking on some stupid OnlyFans girl who can't tell left from right, that's entertaining. It's fun to watch. I like watching those clips too. I mean, hell, I'm friends with Fresh and Fit, with Walt and with Myron. I've been on the show 2 times. They're good guys. I think Andrew Tate has clearly been a net positive to society, especially to men. But that doesn't mean that he's without any faults. Actually, 2 years ago, I made a video reacting to some more aggressive clips from Andrew Tate and from Jay Waller, which is funny because I'm friends with Jay Waller now. But Andrew Tate was saying this shit like, you can't even let your girl go out to the restaurant, bro. My girl stays in the house all day. And I'm like, you know, that seems a little extreme, not to let your girl go to the restaurant. And Justin was saying, like, if I'm on a date with a girl, I tell her, you better not open the door around me. I'm the one who opens doors. It seems a little intense, right? Even though me and him, we chopped it up about that on the podcast. And my issue with this kind of overly aggressive rhetoric has always been that if a guy is watching someone else, looking up to them for guidance in life, and they hear these type of things, they're gonna start to approach relationships with women from this point of like, it's me versus her. This bitch is not gonna disrespect me, rather than coming from a place of actually trying to build like a fulfilling relationship with the girl, or at least just enjoy the company with her. Now, I'm gonna be honest. I think I might have been just a little bit naive back then. And I'm saying that because over the past few years, we've mentored hundreds, maybe even over 1,000 guys in our Beast coaching program. And a lot of these guys, they come in with this simp mindset that has been brainwashed so deep inside of their core that they don't understand how to set a boundary with a girl. And if a girl disrespects them, they react by still chasing her for validation. They don't know any better. They're so afraid of women. And what I'm saying is, I think sometimes it does take a little overcorrection. It does take a little bit of that red pill rage and having some anger towards women in order to, when they do something that steps over one of your boundaries, that you feel angry enough to be able to set that boundary or walk away. That being said, my message has always been, look, bro, society is against us as men, but that's what masculinity is, right? Masculinity is being able to rise up to the challenge and overcome it. It's like, fuck all this shit. I'm still going to grow and develop myself so much to the point that the top level attractive women who have options with other men, they want to pursue me. But here's the thing. Over the past couple years, as the masculinity movement's become more mainstream, I think the messaging is also moderated a bit. You look at Tate post-prison, he's a lot more coming from a place of compassion towards women. Or Jay Waller, if you listen to any of his podcasts, like the one we did together, he's still coming from a place of, look, yeah, women are a little bit messed up, but it's our responsibility as men to be stronger, and that will correct it. It's not their fault, it's our fault. And that's key, because if men keep simping and we keep subscribing to these girls' OnlyFans and following them while they're posting these thotty-ass photos, well, obviously we're just encouraging and facilitating and enabling that behavior, because now they stand to gain money and clout from doing these type of things. And I think the point I'm trying to make is I think ultimately the masculinity movement has succeeded because it's become more mainstream. And even when I'm talking to people who aren't part of this space, like with my buddy from Boston last month, he's understanding and realizing how wild this feminist shit has gotten. We were hanging out with my dad last week, and me, him, and Julia were all laughing about how stupid all these Hollywood movies are. Even my dad's aware how crazy this shit is. And look, Hollywood and leftist politics, they haven't slowed down. They're still coming after men, but the awareness is starting to spread, and more guys are waking up and realizing, fuck this shit. Why did I start to believe this shit? Like, I think it's cool to be a strong masculine dude. And guess what? I want a more feminine, submissive girlfriend or wife. And no matter what you say, it's not gonna make me feel ashamed about that anymore. Anyway, those are my honest thoughts on the status of the masculinity movement. There's definitely a war going on here, a war of ideas, but I think progress is being made in the right direction to bring things back into balance. That being said, it's good to take a note of it. No need to get obsessed with it. I think we all do our best just to keep our heads down, keep grinding, keep getting shit done. I gotta say, I love having the drone back. I get a lot of like happiness from flying this thing.
You're like a little drone pilot. He's like, oh, I need another shot. I need another shot.
If there was rankings, I feel like I'd be ranked nationally for my drone skills, except some of those guys. Okay, maybe not. No, take that back. Some guys put the goggles on and do next level shit. Also, bro, take a look at Marbella, man. This is why Marbella is such a special place. We're at a random Airbnb here. Everywhere in Marbella, you just feel like you're in the middle of the mountains. You could argue like, oh, it's not that nice of a day out. It's been raining on and off. It's cloudy, but
it's beautiful. It's so beautiful. We have the dogs. We get to go down these different paths. We're at a golf course. We have the ocean. We have mountain views. Like, Marbella is stunning.
Also, big shout out to Katrin, Julia's friend, who rescued this drone from the police station in Madrid. Also, shout out to my cousin, my prima Marina, who tried but got shot down because she got there too late. Also, ready, watch this. If I start to slowly run away, watch Rolo. Oh, fuck, man. He almost took me out. For dinner tonight, we got
pizza.
I love how Julia says pizza in a movie. That one is Julia's chicken and onion.
Woo.
And this one is mine, diavolas, like spicy pepperoni. And we also got, Julia, shut up. We also got an avocado and tomato salad.
You're gonna let Beast Nation know you talk to me like that? I was just gonna say, which one do you guys think is better, but shit.
In our matching Edge hoodies.
These are girlfriend stealing hoodies. They're so comfortable.
These are actually brand new. Logo hoodies gonna be dropping as part of the Edge Black Friday drop Monday, November 20th. Stay tuned next week for details. Basically though, I'm gonna give you the lowdown. It's gonna be up to 50% off the entire website, even new items, and we're bringing back a lot of our best-selling favorites, like the denim Sherpa jacket that's been, y'all been asking about that one for a while.
What's the movie we're watching?
Somebody is dead. No one shall leave this place until I know who did it.
A ghost killed her.
There must be a rational answer for all of this.
A Haunting in Venice is one of these Poirot detective mystery murder mysteries. What do you give it?
It was scarier than I thought, but I give it an 8 out of 10.
I love a good mystery. 8.4 out of 10. Man, it's raining outside again. This weather has been wild lately. But hope you enjoyed this video. If you made it to the end, I'd recommend you watch that video next. That is my newest upload, and it's a banger. I'll talk to you in the next video. Stay beastly.